Tonight, we wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season with a good Monday nighter between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Jake Camarda, set to do the honors, and off we go now from Tampa. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A quick throw into the hands of Hardy. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Jameis to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw, Winston. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Azeez Ojulari in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They start on the ground with Elliott. To about the 35, 2nd down. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground. And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour.
Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield to make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. The Bucs at 10-1 now on the year. And they've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This defense for the Saints, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways?
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Peyton Turner. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. They'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Winston. This is caught. It's Hardy. Touchdown. Deontay Hardy. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Will Lutz on for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here. And he's got a man complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake, Brady. Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Again, it's Brady. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and goal from the 1. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bucs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Batchley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. When you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball, give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to him too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Open man downfield is Hill. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Winston. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. On the move past the 40. Down the sideline he goes. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Winston to give. It's Kamara.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On play action, Winston. And it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. That throw by Brady, incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. On play action, it's Brady. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
It's hauled in by Hardy. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Winston now. And that is incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Winston lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They find some open field here. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Jameis now on first down. Quick slant, that's caught by the 5'11" Landry. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 39, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
He'll bison, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good. He's got a man, complete, past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. DeAndre Hopkins, 75 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Looking to throw on second down. Winston. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing, Winston. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. .39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Terry McLaurin, 67 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And he's got some space here.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run?
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Saints will take over here at their own 12-yard line. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback.
And my goodness, another interception.
Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into.
And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Bucs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now, or win. And now here's another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidence.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football back at their own 17. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
He's going to let it go again. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And, boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Hey, check it. Alpha. Go bandit.
Play action. Now it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Hey, ball 66.
Brady to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. And he's got it. And he's brought down. Now Elliott, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ezekiel Elliott with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that. He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, 75 yards. And the Saints are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Lutz good on the extra point. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Brady now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Here's Brady to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Terry McLaurin, 29 yards. And the Bucs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. There's a nice move. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. To throw, Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Ready?
Winston now to throw on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Winston. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
That's all.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute, I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring up in the. You know I stay with some bad little babies. TGOD, baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, that's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers.